What's up guys, welcome to AnimeKouhai. If you want to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
Each of them boasts the offensive force of 1,000, and if they win, they've been promised a position in Sir Rimuru's vaunted Big Four.
The rumors had already spread like wildfire, but hearing the term Big Four get bandied about was honestly embarrassing. For Shion, though, it was a badge of pride, and I could see the monsters in the audience looking at Datta and Geld with awe. Everyone seemed to see a lot more value in the Big Four than I originally envisioned.
First, the elite fighter whose aloof demeanor makes all the girls go wild. The warrior captain who takes his genius in stride, Datta. Ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to see from him today?
Aloof? Are you sure you're using that word right? And Datta was visibly pale up there on the arena floor. I thought I could hear him internally shouting, "I'm outta here." I could see why. He was completely outclassed by Lion Mask. If they were to face each other in battle, he'd be beaten beyond half to death even if the guy went easy. Sorry, Datta. I wasn't quite expecting this. If you want to resent anyone for this, resent Milam for putting her ringer in on a total lark. But maybe, hey, if Datta really strove for it, maybe he could tap into some kind of hidden strength, you know? For all we knew, he might suddenly awaken to amazing powers, the likes of which not even I've spotted on him so far. This ought to be fun. I could see the path ahead for Datta was just beginning. Anyway, that just left Geld.
And with the warm-up acts introduced, I now present to you the star performer, Sir Geld, the High Orc Savior. The guardian angel of Tempest, his iron wall defense repels all would-be attackers.
Whoa there, Soka. Did you really call everyone up to now, Datta included, warm-ups, and give Geld more of a straight-up intro? He'd been a top official of mine for a while, yes, but you know, Datta is an old veteran by now, too. I guess it's just a matter of status. If Datta somehow wins this, maybe Soka would start treating him a little differently.
Now we have all 8 competitors in the ring. Who's going to reign supreme? The fateful moment is about to arrive.
Oops. If she was done introducing everyone, it was my turn to step up and give an intro. I forgot I was supposed to say some opening words in front of the fighters. But I didn't want to look like I was panicking, that'd just be sad. Rigurd was taking care of our dignitaries for me, so I left Benimaru to guard them, ordering Soe to watch over the whole of the arena for me. Then I stood up and headed over, trying to act calm and composed as I used Dominate Space to connect a path from the VIP seats to the main arena. When I passed through to the other side with Shion, I was greeted by deafening applause. The sight of me filled our residents, and those from nearby nations, with excitement. I had to respond to them. It gave me a little stage fright, but I worked hard to act all high and mighty, like a demon lord should. Taking the mic from Soka, I turned to the competitors.
Fighters, if you survive through the end of today and win the final round tomorrow, I will grant you the glory of my nation.
Does that work? I kept my pace slow, giving my best shot at a voice of authority. Next up, I suppose I ought to give a little encouragement to each of the entrants.
Masayuki the hero, win, and I will invite you to challenge me.
We'd already worked out that promise. Masayuki didn't look the least bit happy about it. In fact, he winced, as if to say, what do I get out of that? Nope. It just didn't seem like he wanted a fight at all. I couldn't hate him for that. My eyes went from him to the next fighter. Mad Wolf, Jinrai, right? Masayuki's friend.
And you're Mad Wolf, Jinrai, correct? Do you have any requests?
Soka deftly brought another mic to Jinrai.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to talk to me, too. I have only one hope, and that's to help Masayuki. Sorry, but there's no way I'm gonna be champion. But instead of that, I'm sure the hero's going to defeat you for us.
Okay. If Jinrai draws Masayuki, then that bottle's pretty much decided already. No, I guess he's not gonna win.
Very well. In light of your sportsmanship, no matter what results we see, I will prepare a new weapon and armor set for you. Please consider it a token of my respect for a gallant warrior.
Given the occasion, I figured a reward along those lines was suitable. Masayuki's band joining the tournament certainly put a lot more butts in our seats. I wanted to repay him for it, but more than that, I wanted to impress the world with how big-hearted I was.
Well, if you're given, I'm talking, but don't think you can win me over with bribery, okay?
With a final snort, he handed the mic back to Soka. He had a lot of sass, but I thought my kindness came across to him. He wouldn't have accepted it at all otherwise. Next I faced Gaia the Flowing Swordsman. He spoke first.
Demon Lord, I am far more powerful than that hero over there. If I win, you'll fight with me, won't you?
That came out of nowhere. I was a terrible ad-libber, so I wasn't sure how to respond, but then I received some unexpected help.
That is very rude to Sir Rimuru. If you insist upon it, then I will be glad to engage you after you emerge as champion. Win against me, and I will make the request to Sir Rimuru himself.
Diablo, our referee at the side of the arena, flashed a cold smile as he spoke to Gaia. Phew. Yeah, let's just leave this to Diablo. I didn't need any more trouble in my life.
At the moment,
I said,
I've made a personal promise to the hero. But if anyone else here wishes to challenge me, I invite you to defeat a Big Four member first to prove your strength. Do that, and I will gladly accept your request.
This Big Four concept was proving kinda versatile. I could use it in all kinds of ways, this one included. The more you know. Sokka finally got around to giving Gaia a mic.
A fine way to dodge the question. So be it. To the hero, to that demon, and to you, Demon Lord, know that you will all be bowing to me soon.
Hoo boy, talk about being in way over your head. He should really save that talk for after he wins. Better end this conversation before Diablo loses his temper.
Flowing Swordsman, Gaia, if you should emerge as champion, I will grant you the special right to challenge me. How's that sound?
Screw it. Let's move on. He's not gonna, after all, so no need to overthink that promise much. I could hear Gaia snort and say,
You better keep your word.
But my eyes had already turned to Bovix and Equix. The two of them promptly took a knee.
I expect big things from you both. Even if you fail to win in this arena, remember that you will be rulers of your domain in the labyrinth. Do not disappoint us.
Did that sound good? It came across a bit like a threat, but I couldn't have a labyrinth boss fleeing for his life in public. They were free to lose, but I wanted them to show off at least a little before they did.
Yes, my lord. By the name you granted me, I, Bovix, swear I will not stain your reputation as I give everything I have to the battle.
And I, Equix, promise you we will honor your glory. As members of this great nation, we will bestow great prestige to it in our fighting.
Good, good. A little stiff, but at least they were prepared for battle. And even if they lost, they could take turns guarding the area halfway down the dungeon. I didn't think either of them had a chance here, but let's just make sure they don't embarrass themselves. Which brought us to this guy.
Lion Mask, don't be too reckless up here, okay?
Whoa, that's all you got for me? Be serious.
I am serious. So, yeah.
There was nothing I could say to him. I could ask him to withdraw or wish him good luck, and it'd all just seem so weird. I'd be willing to cheer for him depending on who he drew, but if he got paired with, for example, Datta, that'd be a nightmare. Masayuki would be a perfect opponent for him, but I wasn't gonna pin my hopes on that. If his identity got exposed somehow, that'd shake people's faith in all of us. It'd be a huge wasted opportunity. Honestly, I couldn't do much apart from hope for the luck of the draw. Onward.
Datta, great job making it this far.
I had a bye.
I just know you can win this. I believe in you.
I gave him the best pep talk I could, completely ignoring his response. Nowhere to run for him. I was sure he'd do his best to win, in his own way. And that just left Geld.
Geld, you're a strong orc. I want you to use that strength to the hilt in this tournament.
Yes, Sir Rimuru.
I expected big things from him.
Wish I heard some of that from you.
I could hear Datta say, but I was done with him. Geld was more the strong, silent type, so we were finished in short order. The rest, I was sure, he'd demonstrate with his actions. After that, it was time to draw the matchings for the tournament. We'd be staging the quarter and semifinal matches today, with the championship fight slated for tomorrow. That meant 6 fights today, and we weren't going to hold a third-place match, so tomorrow would consist of a single bout. The competitors all drew numbers at random: Masayuki number 3, Jinrai number 4, Gaia number 5, Bovix number 1, Equix number 2, Lion Mask number 8, Datta number 6, and Geld number 7. These were then put in a bag and picked, one at a time, the resulting pairings being added to an on-stage bracket. The results. Match 1. Bovix vs Equix. Match 2. The hero, Masayuki vs Mad Wolf, Jinrai. Match 3. Flowing Swordsman, Gaia vs Datta. Match 4. Geld vs Lion Mask. This drawing was completely fair, so I couldn't complain, but damn, Masayuki was lucky. That was basically a bye he drew for the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, poor Geld, facing Lion Mask first thing and all. Could he win? I was honestly interested. It was definitely an exciting matchup, even though I couldn't welcome it with open arms. In terms of testing out Masayuki, it was pretty much the worst drawing possible. Whoever won match 2 would be facing him in the semis, and Bovix vs Equix would be a hell of a match too. The problem was, it was too good a match, one bound to exhaust both sides and leave the winner completely out of gas against a fresh, untouched Masayuki. Meanwhile, the top fighter from matches 3 and 4 would go on to the finals, but if we wound up with Gobta duking it out against Geld in the semis, they'd also be too tired to thoroughly test Masayuki's skill. Plus, Lion Mask was in the mix, and him versus Geld was, as I said, a fight up there with Bovix versus Equix in excitement. I didn't know how serious Karil, Lion Mask, was about this tournament, but Geld did have a lot of strength by now. Having them both fight each other in the first round? I just couldn't believe that draw. It was like destiny itself arranged things so Masayuki would have as easy a time as possible. Well, no point whining about it. I could make all the predictions I wanted, but nobody knew how this would turn out. And while I pondered that, the first match was already about to begin. The other fighters stepped out of the arena, moving back to their waiting area. Bovix and Equix stood at the center, staring each other down and talking trash.
Hey there, Equix. We should have settled this score long ago, just the two of us. Our fates have intertwined for far too long. I hope you're ready to end it here.
Don't be stupid, Bovix. I, Equix, am the only one worthy to serve in Sir Rimaru's elite Big Four. It'd be far more suitable for you to hole up in the labyrinth, enjoying your retirement.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. Shout out to David III, Kashiru Tyranny, Neil Thakar, Shukran, Daniel Oxley, Chris Adams, Slong, Anirudh Raj, Vinxie TV, and last but not the least, shout out to Julius Wonders. I'll see you guys in the next video.